go back at it again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some primer down. I'm going to tape off all these areas and just kind of tape off right through there. And then I'll probably take this off. Take that off. Tape this. Get up in here. And then I'm going to look right through here. It's feeling pretty good. And I might paint that, just that black. Because I'm a one-man team here. So to get that hood back on, before I spray paint this area, I want to get up right along this edge here, along through here, and so the hood sits, you know, right through here. So, you know, it'll be like impossible to get this area. So I'm gonna tape it off a little bit right through there, and you know, get everything taped off, and that way I could spray right through here and get this all nice and cleaned up and ready to go. So that way everything's nice and clean, and that way I'll have that overspray that just comes over here with the black paint. And then when I actually go to paint the front, then we'll see. How's this guy doing? Gonna come right in my garage, isn't he? Anyway, yeah, so that way, you know, I'll have that little bit of overspray and it won't be that big of a deal, because then when I do go to paint it, you know, I'll just have to worry about this and just the little edge there, and then that way I build up this area right here really good. What is this guy? Where'd he go? Huh, fat little thing. Anyway, Pigeon's not scared at all. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll paint this primer. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down the primer first, and then if I have time, you know, because I'm gonna be taping off all this stuff and all that first. So that's gonna take me a little bit to get everything taped down. And then I'll go ahead and, yeah, get it cleaned up and primered right through here, that filler primer anyway. And then I'll see if, with the filler primer, see what the hell I missed. So, because I can't really, I have a hard time seeing stuff. And I know I need a little bit of filler primer right through here and a little bit down in here. Because it's, you know, that's my, where fiberglass is actually coming up and showing through, so I know I'm going to need a little skiff through there too. So, but like I said, I want the primer down first. Okay, let's get taping. All right, got it all taped off. I'm going to start with the center here, and then work my way down to the sides. Yeah. And then we'll let it sit. And then from like here forward, I'm going to spray that black. So. Okay, here we are. Still wet. You know, I got a few high spots, or, you know, a little splatter. One can started splattering on me. But yeah, this top portion right here turned out really nice and flat, so that will just be a nice quick you know, sand down. Of course, it's metal's a lot easier, and then this is why Corvettes cost like $20,000 just to you know, get them nice and straight, because of the fiberglass, because everything digs into it. So anyway, you can kind of see like up in there a little bit. I see how I got some, I don't know if you can see it, some scratches right through there, a little bit deeper. So I got sand down a little bit right through there. And let's see, oh, right here. See, I didn't even see those pinholes until I got closer, and a little bit right above that. No, like I said, this is no big deal. And then down in here, we got a little bunch of cracks. Those will have to be sand it down a little bit more. And then right through here, it's a little wobbly. So I have to do some sanding right there and get that nice and flat. On this side, pretty much that's about it. I got a tiny little indents right there. No big deal though. That really easy stuff. This other side, like I said, along here looks really good. It's really easy when you're doing metal. I mean, because you could just take it down to the metal and kind of get it nice and flat. But on this side, and you can see right there where I completely missed. So I have to fill that in. You know, tiny pinholes. Like I said, no big deal. And then a little bit right through there, the main stuff. And then, of course, we're gonna have to really sand down to a finer grit. Of course, a little bit of cracks up in here. Oh, right here through here. I have to work on that. And a little bit right in there. So, like I said, just a few things, you know, here and there. Nothing too crazy. So we'll let that dry overnight and come back tomorrow and see if we can sand a little bit more and get things a little more straight. But now with the primer on, look, you can see my lines looking pretty good, much better than before. So I'm really happy with that. Show you the other set of lines over here. So those are looking really good. I got a police helicopter flying around. Bunch of cop cars. Huh. Wonder what's going on. Anyway, yeah. So that's where we're at. Well, I'm really going inside now. So who knows what the hell's going on. Yeah, so according to some kids, a guy ran over a kid and then a bunch of kids got out and beat the hell out of the guy. So that's why all these cop cars and, man, all this nonsense helicopters going around. Always an interesting day here. Huh. Probably hear that later on the news. Alright, then I put a little just along the edges here. That way, when I put my hood on, that area will be done. And then the rest from up here, I'll be able to paint, after the hood's on. But I want to be able to put the hood back on, and you're just impossible to get in between this joint. So that's why I'm painting right through here and around there. And then with the hood that way open, it's hard to get in this area too. So that way I got my spray already there, and then I can sand that down to 800 and then spray the rest. That way it blends in. Kind of makes sense. So we're just doing that for now. And we'll just let everything set up and dry. That's all we're doing today. Not a whole lot.